Hi guys, it's Lizzie, and oh goodness, I missed a week in my one video a week goal that I was working on. So I figured I kind of owed you an explanation. So that's what this week's video is. I might do 2 videos this week, I don't know. Depends on how my schedule works out. Sorry if it's shaky. I decided we'd go on a walk and talk about this. It all kind of started, this idea for this video, it started when I was getting ready this morning, and I have a notebook that I write like everything down in, like everything from like shopping lists to like brainstorming ideas for videos to things that I need to do, and just everything. So I was working in that, and I was working on this set of like, it's like branding stuff for whether you're doing a business where you're an entrepreneur and you're starting your own thing, or whatever you're wanting to do creatively. And if you want more about it, it's called like Boss Babe or something like that. Anyway, it's targeted towards younger women, and so I'll leave a link in the description. But they have a 7-day what's it called? Like a 7-day lesson type thing where you work on your branding. So I decided I was going to do that this week for YouTube and my blog, and you know, all of my internet stuff, because I'm very much an internet oriented person. So I was working on that this morning, and it had you list 5 things that you want your brand to have. 5 things visually, 5 things 5 like adjectives, and then 5 opinions or like stances that you represent or believe in. And it's almost like a political campaign in the way that you would set it up, knowing this is what I stand for and I want everyone to know this is what I stand for. So I was working on that this morning, and the idea kind of came up of something that's really important and really big in my life lately, which is like mental health, and of course general health of myself and others, especially with the Young Living thing. I am very focused on living a healthy lifestyle, but mental health really plays into that, because if you're not living like mentally healthy and like taking care of your brain and who you are, then it's really hard to live a healthy life, like in exercising and eating right and everything, because it all kind of connects. So here's what happened this last week. Week before last, I had what I like to call the week from hell, which was everything that could go wrong did go wrong, as far as work and stress and everything like that. And I'm really bad at dealing with stress and stuff in the first place, so that it did not help. And we're gonna go away from the road because it is very noisy. I don't even know if you can hear me at this point. But I had a very bad week. The next week started, and I was like, hey, you know what? This is gonna be a good week. It's gonna be fine. Everything that I dealt with last week is over. I am gonna have just a fresh start. It's gonna be great. Well, my mind said that's not happening. That is not a thing that we can do right now. So for no reason at all, my stress levels were going up, and my anxiety was getting really bad, just in general. And if you don't have anxiety, you don't quite understand it. And everyone's anxiety is slightly different, but for me, it is feeling overwhelmed when then there's literally nothing going on. So it was building up, and on Wednesday, I think it was Wednesday, yeah, I had a meeting planned with a friend that morning because I'm making a costume for my best friend. So she was gonna come drop some stuff off at my house, and that kind of fell through, which normally is something that I can deal with. But for some reason, with the tough time that I had, it just added to the anxiety. So instead of just being like, okay, whatever, I'll get on with my day, about the time that she told me she couldn't come over and give me the stuff, I my anxiety about her coming over just became flat out anxiety about nothing and everything at the same time. So I could not get anything done. And this on top of the first 2 days of the week were hardly being able to get anything done, just because I felt like I had no motivation and no ability to do anything at all in the first place for no reason. So for the next few hours before I had to go to work that day, I couldn't sit still. I was flitting around the house, antsy, and I could barely pack my lunch. I did not wash any clothes nor dishes, which is weird because it's normally a thing that I put them on to wash while I'm getting ready for work. I couldn't clean my room. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even focus on a TV show. I went on a walk and it didn't do anything for me. When normally that is how I make myself be less anxious. That is how I help myself manage stress. I go on a walk, I go for a run, something like that. So I get to work that day, and it's work, so everything's fine. I start working on the project that the manager tells me to work on. And I'm distracted at that point. So I am good. My mind is in the zone, and I'm just doing this repetitive task. Then I have a customer come up, and I don't even know what they were asking for. Like, I think it was like hair bows or something like that. There was 2 girls around my age that came up to me, and they wanted me to tell them where something was. But for some reason, and it may have been just how my mind perceived things, but they came too close to me. They got in my personal bubble, which that's never really been an issue for me. I mean, I have I need a lot of personal space because that's just me. I'm introverted. I don't like people being close to me, but the anxiety and everything just kind of made it 10 times worse. So they came within like 2 feet of me, and I took a step back, and I kind of distinctly remember them taking another step toward me. And for some reason that set me off. My heart started pounding, and I was freaking out. I managed to tell them where to go in our store, and I managed to get back to what I was doing, finished up the night of work, but the whole time I'm still kind of freaking out, trying to suppress it the entire time by focusing on the work. Anytime a customer comes near me, I instinctively step back because I don't want that happening again, someone getting too close to me and throwing me off, throwing me into this tizzy of, oh my God, I am crazy, I'm going crazy, there's something wrong with me. And then the other half of my mind saying, there's nothing wrong with you, you're faking it, you're perfectly normal, all of this is just your imagination, you're lying about all of this. So I managed to get through the rest of the workday. I worked a closing shift. So I get home, I'm driving home, and I almost start crying about 3 times, which is weird because there was nothing to be crying over. It wasn't even sad songs playing on the radio. I was just, I don't know, it was something wrong, and I didn't know what. I get home, and I check in with my parents, start getting ready to eat dinner and go to bed, and I just start bawling and freaking out, and my heart is racing. And if I'm wrong in what I'm gonna label this as, so be it, but in my experience this is what it is. And I basically had an anxiety attack, and my mom managed to calm me down. I went to bed. I woke up the next morning feeling a heck of a lot better because I had released all that stress and everything that was building up all week. And I spent the last few days kind of recuperating, sleeping more, kind of staying off of the internet. It's been kind of hard to do anything creative. And now I'm getting back into the swing of things. So that's why I missed a video. I couldn't even bring myself to edit and upload anything because I was just in that state of I am suspended and I can't do anything. So I just want everybody to know that, at least in my experience and in my opinion, and I know this is a long video, I'm sorry, mental health is extremely important. So if your job, if your family, if your friends, if something is taking a toll on you, it is okay to take a break. You up here are just as important as you in the physicality in real life, and you have to take care of both of those. Like, it's severely important to do whatever you can in self-care, whether it's, you know, taking time to read a book and take a bubble bath, or like just locking yourself in your room and sitting there doing nothing and making sure that you brush your teeth or eat a meal. All of these things are extremely important. Please take care of yourselves, because I'm working on that too, and I feel really bad that I missed a video, but I just wanted to let you guys know why. I was planning on making a video. I had filmed something, and I didn't edit it, and I didn't upload it, and I haven't even put it on my computer. So yeah, this is my update. I am back to a decent place, and I have video ideas and things that I'm working on, and I don't know, this is just something that's important to me, something that I felt I needed to talk about. So I was just gonna throw it out there. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I love you all to death. I love everyone who watches my videos, be it people that I actually know in person or strangers across the world. So I will see you guys next week, and hopefully I can get back on the every Tuesday schedule, or at least once a week schedule. I may have to change the day just depending on what my schedule's doing with work and everything else. So have a good one. Shh, lizard.